Hello! Thank you for your interest in the College of Business at Central Washington University. We are so excited for you to begin your academic journey at Central. This video will go over important information for first-year students. This information includes general education requirements, academic writing and quantitative reasoning placement, as well as other general graduation requirements. In order to graduate with a bachelor's degree at Central, each student must complete the general education program. This is essentially the liberal arts component of a bachelor's degree. There are three different parts of the general education program. The first one that we will discuss is called First Year Experience, and this needs to be completed by the time a student reaches 60 credits. This is typically completed by the end of the first quarter of the second year at Central. One class that you must complete is called FYE 184, or First Year Seminar. This class essentially introduces students to critical thinking and research at the college level. There are many different subject areas to choose from, so please pick a 184 class that sounds most interesting to you, and listed on the screen are some business options. The next requirement under First Year Experience is Academic Writing 1, which will be an English class. As a student interested in a College of Business major, you'll be required to take English 101 as an admission requirement for our college. The last requirement under First Year Experience is Quantitative Reasoning, and this is essentially the math requirement. As a College of Business major, you'll be required to take 3 different math courses, and 2 of them are listed on the screen, which are Econ 130 and Math 153. In order to take Academic Writing 1 and Quantitative Reasoning, you must be placed into these courses. You may be wondering, how do I know if I'm placed into English 101? One way to find out is through SAT, ACT test scores. If you have taken the SAT or ACT and meet the scores displayed on the screen, then you are placed into English 101. Similar to the SAT and ACT, if you have taken the AccuPlacer and RightPlacer and meet the scores on the screen, then you are also placed into English 101. If you have college credit for English 101 through College in the High School or Running Start, and you earned at least a 1.7 GPA or C- in this course, then you do not need to take English 101 at Central. Also, if you took the AP exam for Language and Composition and earned at least a 3, you also received college credit for English 101 and do not need to take it at Central. If none of this applies to you, then you will need to take the AccuPlacer and RightPlacer exam to determine your Academic Writing 1 placement. As mentioned in the previous slide, if you are not qualified for English 101, then you must take the AccuPlacer and RightPlacer exam as soon as possible. Instructions on how to take this is listed on your Central 101 Canvas course under Placement Testing, and you can also find this information in your Wildcat Guide. If you do not place into English 101 after taking the AccuPlacer and RightPlacer, then we strongly encourage you to take English 101A and English 101B. This stretches the content of English 101 into 2 quarters and is designed to provide students more support and additional time for reinforcement. You will take English 101A and English 101B back to back. For example, English 101A in the fall and then English 101B in the winter, and we encourage you to take it with the same instructor. You must pass English 101A in order to progress to English 101B. Once you complete English 101A and 101B, you will have satisfied the Academic Writing 1 requirement. Now we are going to discuss Quantitative Reasoning placement. If you have taken any college level math through Running Start, IB, AP, or College in the High School, please let your academic advisor know. Depending on which math you took, you may be placed into a Quantitative Reasoning course. Please keep in mind that if you have taken AP Statistics and earned a 3 or higher, you still may need to complete the ALEKS placement exam to determine if you are placed into Math 153, which is pre-calculus. If you have taken 1 full year of calculus in high school and earned an average of B or better, please let your academic advisor know because you may not have to take the ALEKS placement exam. If none of this applies to you, then you will need to take the ALEKS placement exam as soon as possible to determine your Quantitative Reasoning placement. Instructions can be found in your Central 101 Canvas course or in the Wildcat Guide. As mentioned in the previous slide, if you are not qualified for Quantitative Reasoning, please take the ALEKS exam as soon as possible. Once you take the ALEKS exam, you may be placed into any of these courses listed on the screen. These developmental math courses are designed to help students strengthen their math skills and to prepare them for College of Business math requirements. Math 100A is essentially pre-algebra, and upon successful completion of this course, you'll be able to take Math 100B. After completing Math 100B, you are qualified to take Econ 130, which is a requirement for the College of Business, as well as Math 152. Math 152 is designed to prepare students for Math 153, which is pre-calculus and a requirement for the College of Business. There is also an option for students who are placed into Math 100B, which is called Math 100B C Leap. This class combines the content for Math 100B and Math 152 into one quarter, so you are able to progress to Math 153 upon successful completion. This course is more intense and does require instructor permission, so if you are interested, please let your academic advisor know. Please keep in mind that students cannot earn college credit for Math 100A, Math 100B, or Math 100BC. However, this will go towards your enrollment for that specific quarter. We will now be discussing the next component of our general education program, which is knowledge areas. There are 8 knowledge areas, and you are required to complete 1 class from each knowledge area. You must also complete 3 out of the 8 courses under one pathway. If you're wanting to major in accounting or business, you typically do not have to worry about the pathway requirement because you will be taking classes that satisfy this requirement. If you're wanting to major in economics or a major outside of the College of Business, please work with your academic advisor to ensure you meet this requirement. Many courses in the knowledge areas also overlap with College of Business major requirements. We call these double dippers, meaning you'll take one course that will satisfy a major requirement as well as a general education requirement. Unlike the first year experience component, there is no deadline to complete the knowledge areas as long as you complete it by the time you graduate. Please be sure to work with an academic advisor when it comes to selecting courses for the knowledge areas because you cannot take more than 2 classes from one single academic department. This chart displays all of the knowledge areas as well as the pathways. Each row is a knowledge area and each column is a pathway. As you can see, there are at least 3 classes listed under the Ways of Knowing pathway, so business and accounting majors will automatically meet the pathway requirement. For Knowledge Area 1, Academic Writing 2, Reasoning and Research, we encourage students to take either Management 200 or English 102. Management 200 is a double dipper for business students. For Knowledge Area 2, Community, Culture, and Citizenship, we encourage students to take Business 241, which is a double dipper for business and accounting students. For Knowledge Area 3, students have the choice to take whichever class under this area as there are no double dippers with the College of Business. For Knowledge Area 4, Global Dynamics, College of Business students will be taking Econ 202. If you are interested in leadership and management or sport business, then you'll be taking Management 395 for Knowledge Area 5, Humanities. If not, then you have the option to choose any course under this area. For Knowledge Area 6, Individual and Society, College of Business students will be taking Econ 201. And for Knowledge Area 7, Physical and Natural World, and Knowledge Area 8, Science and Technology, students can choose whichever class under these areas due to no double dippers available for College of Business students. The last component of the general education program is culminating experience. All College of Business majors provide a culminating experience, so you do not need to plan a separate course for this. This course will typically be taken in your final quarter at CWU. If you decide to major outside of the College of Business, please be sure to work with your academic advisor to ensure you complete this requirement. This slide displays a sample of 2-year goals for College of Business students. This is meant to be only a sample, and we encourage you to work with your academic advisor to map out your years at Central. For your first year, we encourage you to focus on your general education requirements. This includes completing English 101, English 102, or Management 200, some math courses such as Econ 130 and Math 153, and maybe some business-related classes such as Business 102 and Business 110. For For your second year, you'll be diving more into business-related coursework. This includes Business 221, Econ 201, Econ 202, Accounting 251, Accounting 252, and Business 241. If you are considering general economics, please be sure to work with your academic advisor since some of these courses are not required for this major. There are some additional graduation requirements that students must complete in order to graduate. One is taking University 101. This is required for all students who transfer in less than 45 college credits. This course focuses on the transition to college life at Central. Students must also complete a foreign language requirement. If you have taken at least 2 years of foreign language in high school, then you have already satisfied this requirement. If not, then you will need to complete 1 full year of foreign language at Central. Another graduation requirement is the completion of at least 180 college credits. There are some additional graduation requirements, so please be sure to work with your academic advisor. Here is a list of some frequently asked questions that many students have. The first one is it a big deal if I don't qualify for English 101 or quantitative reasoning for my first quarter? It is important to know your placement for these courses as soon as possible. If you delay taking your placement exams, this can greatly extend your graduation timeline. The College of Business has many prerequisites and requirements that include the completion of English 101 and quantitative reasoning, so knowing your placement is critical. The next question is, how do I declare a College of Business major, and do I have to choose my major now? You do not have to choose your major now, but you will need to declare a major by the time you reach 75 credits. You are more than welcome to spend your first year exploring your options and working towards your general education requirements. If you would like to declare your major now, please contact our advising center by emailing cbadvising@cwu.edu. The last question is, what classes should I take? If you have not already, you'll be meeting with a College of Business academic advisor to discuss course options to take during your first quarter. If you would like to confirm your appointment, please call 509-963-2930. This concludes the video presentation. We look forward to working with you and welcome to Central Washington University.